picture. We're ready. They ready? I sat down myself. Thumbs up. I think Matt's coming down now.
Since his most primitive times, he has been a hunter. What does it mean to be a man? How can you be a better man? Would a real man wear a onesie? No.
Lose the onesie, I think. I'd like to welcome you. I'd like to welcome you. I'd like to welcome you! Choices. Macho York. Or New Age group. Slightly camp out, mate. Right. Open yourself to sit, fall, and touch. Regime change. You're the first. Sit down. No, I'm security. Good evening, I'm Patrick Holland. Well, you may say that. You might be anyone. Do you have any ID, Mr. Holland? I checked all my documentation with Preddy. I see. The caretaker. He seemed very healthy. Showed me where everything is. Everything? Well, the toilets mainly. He should have done that. From now on, if you have any questions, you come to me. I'm sure he was just trying to be helpful. I see. And how many are coming tonight? Well, I don't have exact numbers. Security? No exact numbers. Well, we don't start until 7:30, and it's only, 7:28, excuse me. Do you have any descriptions of the attendees? Descriptions? Height, weight, hair colour, sex? No. security. No descriptions. Graham didn't say that this sort of documentation would be necessary. No! Graham wouldn't! Well, I think I'll... I think I'll be all right now. Yes? I think I'll just use the convenience. Yes. Are you following me? No.
My name is Alistair Preddy, and I am a man.
No, you're not.
Oh, shut up. What do you look like? I need a drink.
Well, this is it. I might look down the pub. Over the taster session or the whole 10 weeks? Yeah. My name's Bob. Six taken. That's it taken too. What, the invisible man? Which one too?
No, they're all reserved. I didn't say anything before because when I started, I thought, what the hell? They're reserved. And where are they? 7:30 and no sign of them. So screw them. They can't be bothered to turn up on time. You should sit there. You should not sit there.
It's alright, I'm alright.
No. Sit down here. Don't worry about anybody else. They're always alright. Come on, sit down here. Come on. You never know. Come on. No, you better say that. Oh, Alistair.
You've introduced yourself. That's good. I was just checking to see if anyone has gotten lost.
Well, that would be pretty dim.
Well, they might have had trouble with my directions.
Well, I didn't have any trouble.
So, let's get started, shall we? We can integrate the latecomers as and when they arrive. Dave sends his apologies. Now, first of all, if I could ask you to turn off your mobile phones? So, I'd like to welcome you to Broomfield Community Men's Group. A little bit about myself, first of all. My name is Patrick Holland, and I have 7 years' experience delivering corporate training, and I have recently completed my OSc in emotional literacy. And at the moment, I'm looking after our little bundle of joy, Danny.
I'm Alistair Preddy, and I'm unemployed. Oh, I've just completed how to fill out a CV course. You can do this.
My name's Bob Platt. I'm a husband, a father, and a barber.
A hairdresser?
No, a barber.
And have you ever had anyone in your chair? Anyone famous?
What?
Your hairdresser's chair.
Barber?
Have you ever cut the hair of anyone we might have heard of?
Oh, there was Neil McNabb.
Neil McNabb? Really?
You've no idea who he is, do you?
No.
Tottenham midfielder. Played, the 78 seasons, but made 2 appearances.
I don't know about you, but I can certainly do with a quick trim.
Well, I don't do freebies.
Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is, what is a men's group? And to answer that, we need to ask, what is a man?
And what is a group?
Well,
Well, we're a threesome.
well, numerically speaking, yes, we are a threesome.
Well, what's this threesome for?
Oh,
This is not a threesome. We are not having a threesome, all right?
Georgie, 3 men in classroom 4 discussing a threesome!
No, that's not right, no.
So what kind of group is this?
Sex A's Anonymous?
No,
No, that is not what we are.
it isn't. Is it?
So you're a sex addict, eh? And you, eh? Nice one. But you lot are getting any.
Excuse me.
I've been married 30 years, I have you know.
Pretty safe bet, eh?
Yes, well I can tell because none of you have got the look. Oh yes, and I know the look. I know it inside and out. I see it in the mirror in the morning. You know, after. Oh yes, I'm well acquainted with the look.
Well, if that's I don't want it.
I've been seeing a lot recently.
No, but I think that's more information than we needed. Thank you very much. I mean, don't you have any checks to do? Some security checks?
That's what I'm doing. Checking. When a bunch of middle-aged men get together, it isn't good, is it?
I'm not middle-aged.
So, let me guess. You're all into feet. Dressing up as cats. Or your mother. You're going to be watching the DVDs now, aren't you? No! Of course not.
Look, have you not got any security checks to do?
Alright.
But there are places available if you change your mind. To begin with, we need to establish our aims, and to this method, I have created this chart, on which we can record what is manly and what is unmanly. And you're free to come up throughout the course and add things in as you see fit. And then we'll review them at the end of the session. Charts, that's not very helpful.
Yeah, it's right, though, isn't it?
Excuse me! I'm Batman!
Oh.
Get the Batman come running through here!
Excuse me?
Which one? Tim Burton, Dark Knight? Arrows.
I'm responsible for security. If you've seen the Batman, you should tell me.
Look, we have hired this hall between 7:30 and 8:30, and I would kindly like it if we were not to be disturbed.
Are you sure you're not the Batman?
Yes?
Yeah?
Yes?
Yeah?
Yes!
Okay.
I did see Robin the Boy Wonder playing the microphone as I came in.
All right. You're laughing now. I've got my eyes on you. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Great, the nutter. No. Been drinking. Oh, wish I had.
Oh, that reminds me, there are refreshments on the table over there.
Oh, mine's double scotch.
No, mineral water, I'm afraid. It's still and sparkling. Now, it's important to keep well hydrated. I think you'll find it will help with the kind of exercise we're going to be doing this evening. This week is mainly about building trust. We need to be able to trust each other. So, the first rule of Broomfield Community Men's Group is we don't talk about Broomfield Community Men's Group. Now, in the course of the 10 evenings, we shall be learning how to deal with it. Learning to show our vulnerability. And the very first step is revealing something embarrassing about ourselves. Now, it doesn't have to be big.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm Alistair Preddy, and I've just joined the men's group. Well, we sang with men, and they're just sitting talking. It's really embarrassing, actually. There's only 3 of us.
You see, how can you trust me, mate? Honestly, if you expect me to open up to you guys, you've got another thing coming. I mean, I don't know you guys from Adam.
I'm sorry, I'm late. Please continue.
Well, I was saying, I don't know you guys from Adam. You can be anyone. You can be nutters, you can be weirdos.
Yes, he's right. But sometimes it's easier to be true because they don't know you, and you don't know them.
Thank you, Mr.
I'm Batman!
I've got Bateman. Brian Bateman.
Yes, it's a silent E. You see, I've been in a Farmer for Justice meeting. They're a bit fed up with me already. They already have 3 Batmans.
Well, we were just learning to open up to
to each other. Really something embarrassing about herself. Something embarrassing. Something embarrassing. No, I can't think of anything. You go and come back to me. Well, as a group leader, I suppose I should really My name, well, my full name is Patrick Nutmeg Holland.
Patrick Nutmeg Holland?
That's right.
Oh, what are your parents thinking?
Why?
Well, my mother's favourite spice was nutmeg, and she was a keen chef.
Nutmeg. Sounds like a horse.
Yes, a little pony! Yes, everyone found it funny. Yes, my mother put it in the inside of my pants!
Patrick Nutmeg Holland.
Yes, the teachers found it amusing, pupils found it amusing, the school bus driver found it amusing, then even my father found it amusing when he was told by the headmaster. He thought my little name was Frank. Hey, I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it could have been allspice. Yeah, that was a spice.
Patrick Allspice Holland.
Anyway, it's me. Right. Well, yeah. I went to White Hart Lane to see Tottenham Sunderland. I won't go into the details, but it was 1978, I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, we were 1-0 up at half time, and me and my mate Danny, he was up. I don't see him much anymore. Anyway, we needed a slash. So there we went down, we're in the urinals, and I'm sitting there, well, standing there, wasn't sitting there. And Danny says, look. So I had to look, and next to me, there's this old man, suit and tie and everything. And I said, look. And he said, look who he is. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right. So I whipped out my programme, I said, look, would you mind signing it? Give us your autograph. And he says, you're right, mate, let me finish. So, as he was doing that, I said, I'll never forget you scoring that goal against QPR in '65. And he said, no, that was John Smith. So I had a look down at the programme and his signature. And it was Bobby Smith. Oh dear, Danny never let me forget it.
Yes, that boy. Very embarrassing.
I'll never forget it.
Brandon, he's my boy. He loves going to the park for a kickabout. So, we took him and a ball, and we went to the park. We started playing, but he came up to me, Brandon, and he said, I need a wee-wee, Daddy. I need a wee-wee. But there was no loo. So, we took him behind the bushes, next to the lake, and as he started to go into the lake, a robot came from around the corner with a family of 3, stared, open-mouthed. And at that moment they thought to themselves, should I be voting for the guys? But that moment just went on and on and on.
Surely that was more embarrassing for Greg.
Well, it was embarrassing for the both of us. Ha!
And you were wearing your tracksuit at the time?
Well, no, I mean, that was before the problems with Brandon's mother and mine. Look, it's your turn.
Oh, no. I would wait to say,
rubbish.
Well, I have to agree, being facetious doesn't count.
Yeah.
If you want to be a part of this group, you have to open up to the group.
Come on.
Stop being defensive.
I'm not being defensive.
Just be honest.
Come on. Not happy about it. I used to work at B&Q, and over a 10 came.
As a credit for line turn,
has a pretty line too.
So I went to the staff cubicle, as I did, picked up the phone, and this bloke said, "Yeah, do you stop flopping and tubing, quarter inch?" And I said, "I don't know. I'll have a look." So I had a look in the comment section, had a look round, came back again, picked up the phone. "Sorry, we don't stop quarter inch flopping and tubing. How about half an inch?" I looked up. I saw that there was a bloke, one of my colleagues, had the other phone. And I said, "You bastard!" Stand the phone down.
So they don't stop for looking and chewing? Yeah, well, I think you'll find that in the ladies, you know, women.
The fallopian tubes, they lead up from the
Anyway, I don't think B&Q do that sort of thing.
Well, another method of building trust is through exercise. Now, first of all, what we have is group sit. Okay.
That's easy.
Right. Well, if you exercise, if you all get up into a circle.
That wasn't it.
Now, the objective of this exercise is to sit down on the lap of the person behind. No, this isn't working. This isn't working. No. Let's go on to trust fall. Trust fall. Now, right, we'll put you into pairs for this one. I'll be with you, Brian. Now, the object of this exercise is that one of you turns their back on the other, and then the other one allows themselves to slowly fall backwards, and then they'll be caught by their partner. Like so.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you sure? I'm a little bit worried about this. You look quite weak.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Brace yourself. Oh, okay, that's me.
And then you simply swap places.
Oh, sure, yes.
Okay, you go first.
Oh, you better catch me.
What's the idea?
Right. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
You, here, now! Are you two a couple? No. Well, I thought you could be. It's like, which place goes where, but no! Right, that's your turn. Right.
You sure?
Yeah, come on, mate.
You ready?
Yeah, here we go. No, that wasn't right. Oh, yes, it was. Come on. Yeah, good. Means you know you deserve it.
Next, we come to trust touch.
Yes.
Right, now for this exercise, you grip each other's arms firmly, and you look into each other's eyes. Just relax.
Yes.
Look into each other's eyes, and then stare at them for 60.
Yes.
Stare into them for 60 seconds in silence.
You go. No.
You?
No. Look. Have you ever had a really good kicking? I mean, a really good one.
No, my dad was never around to give me one.
That wouldn't have to be that. Could be someone you just met. And of course, say. I think you'd really enjoy it.
Enjoy it, yeah?
I think I'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
quite finished. I thought I asked you to turn off your mobile phone.
We did.
That's yours. Bugger. Hello? Yes, hello. Yeah, I'm just out with some friends. I'm down at the pub.
No, he isn't.
No, I haven't been drinking.
Liar! I'm to bed.
You guys! No, I'll be back about 10. Yeah, 10. No, I can't come back any earlier. Oh, all right, I'll come back at 9:30. Yes, all right. Yes, see you tonight. Yes, bye. Love you.
So you didn't tell your wife you're at the men's group then?
Does you know about the men's group?
Well, Elise doesn't believe in men's issues.
So
She
we
said,
dirty little secret.
well, it's not that.
Yeah, it's all right, you don't need to explain. Sometimes a man will have secrets from his wife.
So Elise says, grow up, man up, grow up here.
It's from Swansea. The men's group? Oh no.
No, he made you know about she or tranny.
Yeah. Oh, she knows about that. We've been married 30 years. I've never got away with it. Yeah, I'm aware of clothes mostly. She told me to wear this tonight.
Yes, but not with the boots.
What's wrong with it?
What did she do? I knew it. I've got you now. Batman. Yes, I'm Batman!
No! I'm Batman!
I'm Batman! I am not Batman. You can't get away. I don't want to get away. I've paid for this course. Don't be ridiculous. He's not Batman. I know that. I'm not a fool. He's one of those fathers for justice troublemakers. He is Bateman. Brian Bateman. He's on the list of attendees if you bother to look. That's it. This is the Fathers for Justice cell. Yeah. It was one of those Fathers for Justice and others that got the last bloke fired. Up on the roof with a 10-foot banner. Eh? By himself? Who got fired? I mean, was it Christian Bale? I don't care if it was Ben Affleck. I'm taking you in. So did when? Shut up, you. I'm not losing my job because of some saggy Batman. 12 feet. 48 up to 6,294. None. That's how many. No security breaches. I have a 100%. I am 100% effective. Yeah? Oh yes. So you've never buggered up then, have you? No, I've never. Right, well I apologise. Graham, you don't talk to Graham. Graham knows nothing about security. Do you know how many pupils are checked for weapons when they come in?
45.
67. 69. None, that's how many, no pupils. The oldest is only 7. Do you know what the average age of the first defender is in this country, Mr. Holland? 42. I think it's 16. 16? Are you sure? Oh, yes, I heard it on Radio 4. Radio 4? I've been trained to identify security threats. There was a seminar. Man is not a security threat. No, I'm not. He isn't? No. But he looks like a security threat. I assure you, I'm not a baddie. I'm a goodie. Well, I shall be holding you. Fine, I accept the responsibility. Well, can I have that in writing? You've had it in writing. I
near force them now. Hey, what?
Well, after all that, I think we should bring today's session to a close. Now remember, we've only got next week's session to prepare. Now a healthy body promotes a healthy mind. So I've emailed you all a suggestive fitness regime, which you should all follow daily. Of course, you may have your own preferred methods of exercise. Please. Whatever it is, you should follow it assiduously.
Hey?
See you next week.
Yes, I did do that, didn't I? All right. Yeah. actually ever happened.
Not on my watch.
I'll take it back. You are mad.
That's right. I'm sorry, I'm late. Security guard. That's not manly.
Now, if we can make a start. Dave sends his apologies. Now, this is the final session in our roller coaster intensive ride, which welcomes our security guard, Steve. So, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself, Steve?
Well, I'm a security guard, 100% effective. I did want to join the SAS, but they turned me down. In the army, the police, the TA, Novelist Weekly,
MFI? PLC?
TIT. Anyway, it's their loss.
That's the spirit.
No, it is their loss. Because I know 5 ways to kill a man with my bare hands.
Yeah, don't do that.
He's not dead.
I've just joined the course. I don't want to kill the teacher.
Term facilitator.
I saw that Iron Man 33D last night.
It's Iron Man 3. 3D?
I wonder why they named it after his brass eyes.
No, 33D isn't a brass size. You measure under the breast. If it's an odd number, well then you add 5. And if it's an even number, then well you just add 4. Brass size is always even.
How come you know so much about it then?
Well, I've got a passing interest.
What you
Today we're going to be exploring our deepest fears in front of the group.
Look, I'm not frightened of anything, right? Once I got trapped in a cupboard, right? In the dark. With a ghost!
A ghost?
Yeah, didn't get a wink of sleep the whole night. I'm afraid. Just couldn't get comfortable.
Don't you have to do any checks?
Yeah, I should be really.
Why don't you go and do your security checks?
Alright. I'll do that. This exploring fear stuff isn't my thing anyway. Alright.
Now, today's session is going to be particularly intense.
Bollocks!
So I think we should provide ourselves with a bit of group comfort and security, a bit of male bonding.
What?
Well, I think that we should all get up and give each other a firm handshake, looking into each other's eyes at the same time, and saying, Brian, I'm here for you.
Yes, Lord! Yeah! You can stop it now. Wait, try it.
Yeah, I can't do anything with them.
Hang on a minute. I've got backbone.
Well, that's much better.
Stop it.
Come here! Excuse me.
Should we just slap him about in the middle? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Brendan just loves it. He's got his own little Batman suit too, like a mini Batman. I'm Batman. And I'm Batman too. Today I think we'll do some primal string therapy now, shall we? Okay, sure. As sung by Tears for Fears. Shout, shout, let it all out. Shout, let it all out. Well, it's a shame because they are the best of the 80s pop bands. Yes, it's quite agree. In fact, I know them. Tears for Fears. Shout, shout, let it all out.
Well, I prefer stage one.
Yes, but they never did a song about primal string therapy.
What about rocking all over the world?
No. I'd like us to think back to when we were young. Okay, now, if you could close your eyes. That's it, close your eyes. Now, think back to when you were young. Oh, good times. Toddling around. Sniffing your fingers. Now, think of your mother. The way you saw her as a child. Her face. Can you see her? Nice. Yes, I can see her. Her eyes are closed. Her head is swaying slightly. Wait, hang on. She's all alone. She's sitting by herself reading a book. There's something on the radio. It's Tears for Fears. Shout, let it all out. Okay. Can you see your mother?
Yes, I can see her squinty little eyes, and her wrinkled face, and her lips pursed like a cat's ass. And she said, "What do you look like? If your father's alive, he'd be spitting in his grave."
And how old were you then, Bob?
Oh, that was yesterday morning. One of the few times she's been compass mentis enough to recognise who I am. And that's what she says. Yeah, she's staying with us at the moment. Can't look after herself. Yes. When I dress up, she thinks I'm a friend of the wife's. Been giving her a name. Sheila. I hear her saying, "Oh, poor Sheila. That 5 o'clock shadow, you know? From a certain light, she looks just like my Robert." Oh, the poor fella. Has she tried moisturiser? I'll tell you, we're overwhelmed with women in my house. There's my wife, there's my daughter, there's my mum, there's my other daughter, there's my granddaughter, even the cat's a woman.
Cat woman, sit down.
All those women and me. I mean, what chance did I stand? Oh, you have to excuse me. I think I'm coming on. It's that time of the month that we've all bloody synchronised. Get out. I'll find some men. Yeah, you lot. Oh, I'd rather be down the pub, but I can't. Not like this.
Yes, but have you any memories of your mother from childhood?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Giving me a smack when she caught me wearing a pair of tights on my head. Yeah, I was pretending to be a bank robber. Yeah, you weren't expecting that now, were you? Yeah, and then she went and told me Dad, he gave me a smack as well. Yeah, he was probably hoping to wear them himself.
So your father was a transvestite? No, but a bank robber. Oh, do you, Brian?
Yes. Well, my mum used to love blowing me raspberries. You know, to make me giggle. She used to come up to me all the time. But then, one day she took me to the park. I used to love going for a kickabout. But suddenly, we was in the park and I needed the loo. So I went behind the bushes. Yeah, you beauty. That's a ticket. So I'm going behind this bush, and then a man comes up to my mum and starts shouting, telling her it's disgusting, and he's making my mum cry, which is making me cry, and then a rowboat comes around the corner with a family of 3 staring open mouthed. And they think to themselves, have I handed in my blue ticket yet? And I just kept doing my business.
And how do you feel about that? she's always there, in the distance, or just running away, or calling for the au pair. Agneta! It is a changing again! Agneta! He's gone out of his cot again! Well, again he takes the mashed asparagus away from him!
Your parents must have been minted. Mashed asparagus for baby food, and au pair by ABBA.
I never really thought about it before. But maybe that's why I like Mamma Mia so much. But I don't see my parents anymore. Not since we got married anyway. See, I thought it was because my parents didn't like Elise. Maybe it was something else after all. Hello? Hello, Elise? Yes. No, I can't come home yet, no. No, I'm still at the pub. Well, you what? You told the babysitter to what? Oh. No, I'm not wearing the special. No, we're in the pub, Elise. Elise, you will not come to the pub.
Look, he's at the men's room with his mates. Leave him alone. He's not going anywhere.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I know what you think, Elise. You're always telling me what you think. Well, now is my time. Yes, my time. I've arranged this with you in advance. And when I come home, I'm not going to be wearing the onesie, and that is fine. Love you.
You have a onesie?
It was a present. She said I looked cute in it. But I mean, I ask you, how can anyone look cute in a onesie?
Yes! Well, I can see the attraction.
I was freelance with her when I first met her. And then I was working solely for her, and only her. And then I moved into her flat. And then she asked me to be Mr. Elise Yanovich. And I laughed. My father said, never go into partnership with someone with bigger balls than you.
What, she's a man?
No, he meant it metaphorically.
Oh, my God,
He said, the marriage is more like a hostile takeover than a marriage. And you know what follows that? Asset stripping, redundancy, and then being sold off to the highest bidder.
Does that even make sense?
I don't know if it makes any sense. Hardly anything my father said made any sense. I mean, he used to say to me, last one in the bath is a wet sponge. We're halfway round the U-bend to China. And never rob another man's stopcock. Cock. Yes, but a very clever nutter in corporate circles. Anyway, I'm beginning to think that they might have been right about Elise. You see, I love looking after Danny, but she always has me doing the company training materials at the same time. I mean, if I want a break, I have to go down to the shed. I mean, there's a heater there, an armchair. I sit, I read James Herbert novels, I listen to country and western music. And do you know what she calls it? The wink shed! She leans out of the window and she shouts down, darling, are you in the wink shed again? And then when I leave, she says, Elvis has left the wink shed!
I wish I had a wank shed. I've only got a winky house.
I knew it! You're going to be watching the DVDs now, aren't you?
No! DVDs are a passive form of instruction. This is active.
Depends what DVDs you're watching, though.
Yeah, and if you've got a wank shed.
So, no DVD
Yes. No. Oh. Right. Well, if you hear a fire alarm, ignore it.
Yeah. Check the iPad. There's a picture on there of my ex. Right there. Scroll through, past Robin, past Joker. Oh, Rick, that made me laugh. There's my ex, and that's her mother. That's it.
Yes. I don't want to mess with them.
No, they are formidable.
Yes, that's fact.
Yes, well, you can't use the F word in their house. Not unless you want one of them to sit on you. And you don't want to get between them and a cat with his nut cluster, I can tell you. Yes, Brendan loves his mum, and why not? I mean, I love her. It's her mum I don't like. I mean, she told Dad that I had mental problems. She told Dad that I was violent. That I pushed her.
Did you?
Well, yes, but I had to. I had no choice. You see, she fell over. She was coming towards me. I just had to push her. And she landed on the coffee table. It didn't survive. Neither did the cat. I mean, we rushed into the bed, but it was too late, damn it. Oh, so, as she was coming towards me, I just had no choice. I wanted to live.
And Alistair. What? Would you like to reveal anything from your mother's childhood? What?
Beat that acting.
She's smiling. She's freaking my nose. Always freaking my nose. She's telling me to shut up about my dad. And he's gone. And that is that. That it's just me and her against the world. And for a while that was enough. But I want to know why he gone. Why he left. So I asked. And I asked. But she just said it's not worth it. He wouldn't want to know. But she told me the truth. That there was no father.
What? Like Luke Skywalker?
No! She just went pop down a sperm bank like a drawer.
I see.
But I decided I wanted to get to know him. Try and find where he is. So I phoned up and they got in contact with him. And obviously they didn't mind, so they gave me his number. I texted him 3 times.
What, and he didn't respond? What a bastard.
Yeah. But I couldn't just say, I'm his son, do you fancy a drink?
So what did you say?
Hi, I'm Alistair. That was the first one. You don't know me, but I'd like to get to know you. There's nothing else. And you were like, well, I just said, how about I go for a drink somewhere?
Okay.
So he probably thinks I'm a weirdo.
Yeah.
Fair enough, really. So I decided to hack his messages.
That is highly illegal.
But, quite simple, you know how to guess the security codes?
Have you ever thought about going into journalism?
So I saw these messages, and there's one from Patrick. And my dad, apparently, has got a place on this course.
Ah.
One of you is my dad.
Dun, dun, dun! Oh, come on, he's having a laugh. He's winding us up.
Da da da! No, I'm not.
Oh. Well, I haven't got any messages.
Oh. Right?
I used to donate sperm. I should check the IBAT. I've got 3 unanswered messages. Shit! They're all from Vodafone! Shit!
Have a look. I had a free text from Mum for September. I don't understand.
You're not laughing now, are you? Eh? I've been checking up on you, Mr. Brian Bateman. Now, Fathers for Justice said you liked the uniform just a bit too much, and they weren't too sure about your son, either.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Brendan?
What's that?
Hang on. Right. How tall is Brendan again?
Well,
What's Brendan's middle name?
well, he hasn't got a middle name.
I only used Brandon last week.
Well, what difference does it make? Brandon, I mean, please! I mean, it could be Humphrey for all I care.
Yes. I remember. Same as the lead singer from the Killers.
That's what I mean. It doesn't matter.
See, I knew you were dodgy. I can smell them. So, boss, you want me to escort him off the premises?
No, certainly not. Brian has paid his fees like everybody else here, and he obviously has deeply repressed feelings that he has yet to deal with. But we still have another 7 sessions, so we can help him, and he can help us.
That's right.
And next week is the biggest challenge so far.
Oh, bollocks!
I want to thank you for the privilege of trying with me this whole new concept in team building. I know we've all been rejected previously as men for various reasons. It's time to express who we are and how we feel as men in the time-honored masculine fashion.
Dave has still not arrived. So, would you step into his shoes?
Sorry.
No, I mean, will you play?
Perhaps said he'd give me some time off, so, yeah, okay.
Good. Now then, I want you to be in the moment. I want you to live. Live through the moment. And then I want you to steam up those wings and cross in those crosses. Broomfield Community Men's Group.
Who are you?
I'm part of the football team.
I don't think so.
I'm for a young man, aged about 19, goes by the name of Alistair. It's just I've got a few messages of him. So he wants to meet up.
I don't think so.
And now it's Bob to Patrick, who is against Steve, and now Alistair. He's round one, he's round another. Shame he hasn't got the ball, and it comes to Batman. And Batman shoots. And he scores! He's meant to be in goal, but he has scored. What's he sorry about that? There's some people on the pitch. I think it's all over. It is now. And they only lost 10-1.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, if you'd like to give me your votes cards as I wander down. Hold them half, put them in if you choose. Thank you.
Yeah, don't have to all the individual plays yourself. And more to the point, we've never in the past been able to play two things at the same time. You have to mix them first. Maybe it's a backdrop, you get a slight pump. So in between I was telling you the box is down to 0. There's not 1 minute. No, it might be the
dongle to reduce thing, reduce that connect onto the wire. I may have got that wrong, but I think so.
I'm starting to make it
So first of all, can I have please the representative from the boys and the representative from the girls up on stage, please. Evening's entertainment, I think you'll all agree. And without any further ado, this year's winner of Battle of the Sexes 2013 is... The boys! For coming and supporting the event. It's the biggest audience we've had for the Battle of the Sexes so far, which is wonderful. Anybody who's interested, tomorrow at 1:30 at Rochester Esplanade we are doing our very first car treasure hunt, a bit like a quiz on wheels. And that's at 1:30 at Rochester Esplanade. It's £5 per car, as many people as you can fit in your car, it's up to you. And there'll be a prize and a trophy for the winner. Anyway, thank you very much. Say Julie Hogan. Right,